Today is the extraordinary beginning of a new era. My name is Jared, and I have exciting news for you. Not only is tonight night number 7 of Hanukkah, with tomorrow being the last night, but also I have a new Facebook page for the Jared Gimbel Show, as well as for my blog, and I will link to that not only in the description of this video, but also every single video that I produce from here on out. Okay, so here we have the language of Kiribati as the first video in this new era. It takes me a while to prepare a lot of these videos, given that I usually need to, how do I put it? I need to gloss a lot of the words myself because sometimes the book is not extremely user-friendly. Apparently I found out that this book actually came out shortly after Kiribati became an independent country in 1979, and I'm very, very enthused by that. Okay, so the Taitai ni Kiribati, the language of Kiribati. Let's hop in. Manra, Rere Onowa. So, how long? Lesson 6. Onowa is 6. Okay, objectives. This lesson will teach you something about time questions as to how long you've been somewhere, names of the days of the week and months of the year, and similar expressions. You will also get some additional practice with numbers. It's very interesting because you're going to really see what becomes of the names of the months. Spoiler alert, very much like in some other languages like Japanese and Burmese, the English names of the months are used, but they are modified so as to fit Gilbert T's pronunciation norms. Okay, activities. Study the dialogue, paying special attention to the way of asking how long. Using the calendar, create a new set of questions to direct to your class along the lines of, I arrived here on Tuesday, April 3rd, and I'll be leaving on the 2nd of May. How long is my stay? In Te Taitai ni Kiribati, of course. Okay, so dialogue for study. So now you have Eberi. Can you probably guess what month that is? That's April. And then you also have the days of the week. Keep in mind, Tabas is actually Sabbath, which refers to Sunday. And very interestingly, in Greenlandic as well, Sabati also refers to not Saturday, but Sunday. But I believe in the languages of Iberia, such as Castilian Spanish, the word for Saturday is, in fact, Sábado, which actually references the Jewish rather than the Christian understandings. And so one very interesting idea is that in some languages of the world, Saturday is the Sabbath, and then another one, Sunday is the Sabbath, regardless of religious norms. And obviously, I think this has to depend on multiple factors. One, Jewish influence was very present in Iberia, in Greenland and Kiribati not so much, not to mention the fact that various missionaries had brought the week system that was made famous by the Bible along with them. Okay, enough history. Okay, May, we have that as well. You see the calendar here. I don't know exactly what year that's supposed to be, but don't worry about not seeing the days of the week. We're going to get to them at the very end. Okay, let's go ahead. So, Manra is how long. This is a fancy and juicy dialogue, and I know you're going to love it. Alright, useful stuff. Now, Kona Maori. How do you do, sir? Itaku ba ayo ara mo an taine kaisibo. I think this is the first time we've met. I manranko ikai. How long have you been here? So, some words, some of these may be reviews. Okay, ayo is this or there. Ara means very confusingly hour, or very, or sea current. And so ayo, ara would mean, so this, hour, moan would mean like very, as in very first, or a front part of something. Dai is a noun, means time, season, harvest season, clock, or watch. And gaisubo is to meet. I, such, here, this, or fire. Ikai is here or thither. Okay, bauro, e koawa, iroko ikai de kanimabong ai. It's true. I just arrived here last Friday. De bong ai, bon te tabas, are nanona ba ai tiba teni bong au bong ikai. Today is Sunday, so I've just been here for 3 days. Okay, so Goawa, one of my favorite words ever. This means true, truth, or correct. Again, I've noticed this with some other languages. I think when I studied Tongan as well, this was true, that the distinction between a noun and an adjective can sometimes be extremely blurry. Okay, kanimabong is Friday. Again, you'll get the full list at the end. I is this, bong, de, are is who or that, nanona is its meaning. And are nanona ba means its meaning is that. That is to say, that's me, that means, or that is to say. Diba is just, as in just now. Tenibong is 3 days. And then Maria says, Au na manra ngoi ntak siku ikai. Okay, and for how long are you going to stay here? Wait, did I actually mispronounce the word earlier here? I don't believe I did. Okay, well, I'm just sometimes worried too much. Okay, so I don't need to. Here's one thing. Usually, in a lot of cases, go with your first instincts. That's significantly helpful. Okay, so, Au anamanra ngoin siku ikai. How long are you going to stay here? So, siku is to stay away from somewhere. So Bauro, which is actually Paul, in case you haven't noticed, Iakiman, not long. Na siku ikai ni rokoa, then nam akai na ai May. I'll be here until the first month of May. Taun akista na ikai ni moan week in May. Maybe I'll leave the first week of May. Tau I si teniua. Okay, try that again. Tau I si teniua riki te wiki. Perhaps about 3 more weeks. Again, note that the word week is actually an English loan word. You're going to encounter a lot of those in Gilbertese by virtue of the fact that it's a British colony. And very interesting with my study of Hebrew and Burmese, both of which were owned by the British Empire at one point, there is also that same wealth of British terms that also exists. And also the patterns with a lot of these British words entering these various languages are actually surprisingly similar to one another. In some cases, like for example, I would say Hebrew is a little bit different because by virtue of the fact that they already have a lot of literature in the Bible in that regard, and so as a result they usually, when possible, the modern Hebrew language took from biblical sources first and then expanded to other sources when any vocabulary that was not found in that corpus needed to be claimed. Okay, so meanwhile, back in Kiribati. The dialogue continues. Okay, man is long. Garokoa is to wait until the coming of something. Nam akaina is a moon or a month. Kitana, hold that I a little bit longer. Kitana is to leave or to abandon or to forsake. Weekin is the week of. Wiki, week. And then deniwa is 3. Note, in English, when giving the date, we use the ordinal numbers, the 1st of March, the 3rd of June. So remember that ordinal is 1st, 2nd, 3rd, because the order in which things come are like 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And so the cardinal are 1, 2, 3. I would really like to thank some of my students for actually having pointed that out to me. So thank you very much. Okay, so 1st of March, 3rd of June, August, and 5th. But in Kiribati, however, the cardinal series are used. So Awanimas is the 4th of March, and Debwi Ma isiwa eberi is the 17th of April, without the article. Supplementary vocabulary. I want to learn some vocabulary. Okay, yeah, apparently I copy-pasted that from the site that I mentioned in the description. That was not my typo. Okay, Inko ananoa, yesterday. And bong I is today, and so literally this day. Ningabong, tomorrow. I and Naroko, this coming. I and Ako, last. And Tebong is the day. Te wiki is the week. Te nama akaina, the month. Te riki, the year. And then bongin, te wiki, are the days of the week. Te moani bong is Monday. Te Kaua Bong is Tuesday. Te Kateni Bong is Wednesday. Te Ka Bong, that's my favorite. Thursday. Okay, I'll be serious now. Te Ka Bong is Thursday. Te Kanima Bong is Friday. Te Kaono Bong is Saturday. And then Te Tabas is Sunday. And now we have Nam Akaina, the months. Sianuare, Beberuare. I love that. These actually seem a little bit like internet memes in some regards. And like, for example, I don't exactly know how to put this, but perhaps maybe imagine like a chipmunk with crossed eyes, and then effectively he redoes the entire calendar like this. But personally, I would prefer to see these names on my calendar rather than these old-fangled Julian names that I'm not considerably pleased with. These islands, no style. Okay, Mas, Eberi, Me, Tun, Turai, Aukas, Betemba, Okitoba, November, and Ritemba. Wow. Note, the days of the week and the month should need no translation. Notice the construction of the names of the days. They are the ordinals before day. So the first day, the second day, the word for Sunday is Tabas, that is Sabbath. Be careful of Tuesday, second day. It's Kawabong, not Kawa. Kawa. I can't even pronounce that. Kawabong. It's incorrect, so it's just Kawabong. Kawabonga. I wonder if that's actually somehow related to that. I don't know. Okay, that is a Kawabonga. Have something to do with Gilbert's word for Tuesday. I have no idea. Okay, sometimes etymology surprises you. The names of months are taken from the English. Okay, supplementary activities. Nope. Outside activities. Yeah, living in Brooklyn. I wish I was surrounded by Gilbertese speakers, but on the other hand, I'm actually quite happy that Brooklyn is what it is. Okay, additional note. Notice that bong may also be used as a numerical classifier. So then the dialogue, 3 days, teni bong. See the grammar on numerical classifiers. Yeah, not in this episode. I have to create a cliffhanger about something. That was fun. Before I conclude, I also have some super exciting news for you. Apparently this Friday I did devote like a good 30 minutes to finding a lot of Gilbertese music online and actually ensuring that I could get it onto my phone. And so now, as a result of this, I actually am now listening to Gilbertese music very regularly, and there are a number of channels which I would very much recommend, and I will post them in the description of this video so that you can actually learn more about Gilbertese music. And some of it you may like, some of it you may not, but I really have to say that it is very imaginative, and I really, really like the tunes. And very interestingly, sometimes even when I'm walking around town without any earphones or anything plugged in at all, I find myself thinking of a lot of these tunes. And so they may not seem like much at first, and their production values may not certainly be what you'd expect from a developed country, but I can guarantee you that Gilbertese music is worth your time. Have fun with that. I'll see you in the next episode. But until then, this is Jared letting you know that all art in the world is worthwhile. Have a good one, and see you next time.